Hello fellow budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams. On this channel I do a lot of cash stuffing, I do a lot of budgeting, but mostly it's to document my debt payoff journey. We are currently $400,000 in debt. That includes my mortgage. So if you took out the mortgage, we would still be well over $100,000. So we are working so very hard to clean up all the mess that we've made, and so that we can start having a better financial future for our children and for ourselves, because it's not fun to live paycheck to paycheck with all of this debt that we've got going on. Excuse me. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of the expenses that happen in our cash spending and in our checking account throughout this week. I check my budget, my bank accounts and my cash every single day, and I record everything and I categorize everything so that I can analyze my budget and see where we went wrong and how we could make some improvements for the future. So this is my cash expense tracker. We only spend cash on a couple of things. Groceries, I save cash for kids spending, school stuff, scout stuff, that kind of thing, but mostly it's for groceries. And my husband gets an allowance too. So he's not constantly using the debit card when he has to work late and grab dinner out to go. So let's start there. So our cash is, my husband gets $20 every paycheck, sometimes a little more, sometimes less, but it's not for him to do any kind of egregious spending or anything. It's just for him to, like I said, get some dinner out when he's working super late and won't be coming home until way late. We have $170 that went towards our sinking funds. And then I don't have a color for this one, but we put $100 into our debt binder. Okay. And then over the weekend, we went to Costco and got some groceries, and Walmart and got some groceries. So with that, here is the cash and our change. All right. Our change goes into this lovely little mason jar. And what we have left from groceries is $50, $70, $80, $90, $95, $96, $97, $98. And these $3 get pulled out and go into our $1 savings challenge book. There we go. I write that down. And that was $3. So let's highlight that in our savings category. Okie dokie. The rest of this money right now is going to be put in our grocery file folder envelope thing here. My husband will need some of that because he needs to get a couple of things that we forgot at the grocery store this weekend. So I'll give him a little bit of that money before he leaves today. All right, and then our checking account, I pulled out the cash for our envelope, so we don't count that. I cross it out because I need to write it down for cash flow purposes so I can see where the money is going, but I don't count it when I analyze and close out my budget. So we had our private loan payment come out. So that is a debt. And then also our Visa credit card payment came out. And then our car insurance came out. I can't remember what color is the cars. This one. All right. Our car insurance is monthly at $120.04. We did have a little bit of a snafu happened. My mom was driving my van a couple of weeks ago and ended up, as she was pulling out of our driveway, our neighbor's truck was parked on the opposite side of the road, and she just bumped into his truck. So there was a little damage on his truck. I did have to put in a claim in with my insurance. And so I don't know if that's going to go up. I haven't had any kind of accidents that were my fault since I was like 16, 17. So I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, that's that. That's what's going on for this Monday. I hope you have a really great week. We don't have any super fun plans, so it's just a normal week for us. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, fellow budgeters. Good morning, fellow budgeters. Today is Wednesday. I skipped on Tuesday because I was off work and I didn't want to turn my computer on and have them be like, oh, Brandy's working, and have her, so I skipped, ended up having a wonderful day. I took myself out for coffee. We got our van, got the much needed oil change it needed. Ended up going to the fish store. We have a fish tank, and it's been a little bit of a hobby for me, but not a very successful one. But I was able to get 3 more fish. I'm very excited about that. You'll see that in the checking account probably tomorrow, whenever it clears. So let's go with whatever we had for our cash spending. If you hear children in the background, they are home from school today. We're supposed to have a wintry something or other. And so the school decided, since we go to a charter school and they serve multiple counties, and the wintry mix probably isn't going to affect exactly where we live or exactly where the school is, but it is going to affect surrounding counties. And so the school just decided to do remote learning for today and tomorrow. So hopefully we won't see too much of the wintry mix. I mean, the way I like it, it's either give me all of the wintry mix and give me a ton of snow, or I just want some rain. I don't like the in-between stuff, so we're not supposed to see any snow, which is a bummer. So just give me the rain. Anyway, here's what we got going on. We have a school expense in cash. My kindergartner, the field trip form came out for their last field trip of the year, so we paid that. We went to Aldi and got a couple of things that we have forgotten when we went grocery shopping over the weekend. And then here I am. Here's my coffee purchase at the coffee shop I went to. It was so nice just to sit in a coffee shop and like drink the coffee, and I just sat there and I just read, and it was just a nice time. So here's the change left over going in the change jar. We got $4 to put in our savings, and then this $10 is going to go back in our grocery envelope right here. Okay, so how much is this? $4. Let's write down $4 in the savings challenge binder. All right, and we will color that in. Throw that, oh, I just bumped you, I'm sorry. Throw that in here. So we've got quite a few ones to throw into that when I do my savings challenge video. Okay, so that's good. Now let's look at our checking account. Since I missed 2 days, or missed yesterday, there's a lot. Oh, I didn't put the totals there. I'll do that off camera later. All right, so at church, after church on Sunday, we decided we were really, really hungry, and we got a hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars. So there's that. I guess while I'm doing takeout, on Valentine's Day, we took the kids to a burger place around here called PT's. It's delicious. And then after that, we got Frosties at Wendy's. So that was our little Valentine's Day date for the family. My children are yelling at each other. Hold on one second, please. Okay, so I was talking to you and telling you that I filled up my van while I was highlighting that, and then my son flushed the toilet because they didn't close the door after. So I will be editing that out and putting that in. So anyway, and here's us filling up the other car. Okay, I got some coffee at church. So that's $5 tithe right there. Our electric bill came out. So there's that. All right, here is the $210 from our debt binder completed challenges. So I deposited that yesterday. And then here's that reimbursement check from my church. So I'm actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to cross that out because I don't want to count that, because that cancels out this purchase right here that I made for church purposes. For church purposes. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. So that's great. And then 3 debt payments came out. So here is a very small one to Capital One, which is the focused debt we're working on. And that one is getting the additional $210. I've already made that payment this morning. Now we're just waiting for it to clear. And then here is my student loan payment and my husband's student loan payment. So quite a lot happening today. But anyway, wish me luck today and tomorrow while we have remote learning for our children. They do not like doing schoolwork at home. I don't blame them, but it is what it is. And so wish me luck with that. And I will see you tomorrow when we go over whatever happens in our checking account on Thursday. All right, my friends, have a great day. Bye. Happy Thursday, fellow budgeters. My kids are home again today. We did not get any snow. It doesn't even look like there was any ice. It's just really, really, really cold. But, you know, I did think that our county was not going to get anything like exciting in this storm. So, which is a bummer. I'm looking out my window right now and it's just really gray and ugly and gross. And I just want the sun back. So anyway, here's what's going on in our checking account. Oh, that was my dog sneezing. Every month, my credit union takes $1 out and takes it to their foundation. So I count that as a tithe just because, like, I don't know what else to give it, how else to categorize that. And then over here, we got an oil change for our van. That was $98.57. Our van is almost 10 years old. It has given us a lot of grief, maybe. I don't know. We had to replace the engine over the summer, and it's a Toyota, and I was like so upset about it because I had a Toyota Corolla. I bought it in 2006, brand new, only had 6 miles on it. It was one of the biggest financial mistakes I ever made. But I made it when I was like 19. And I loved that car, and we drove it. I was the only driver of that car until we got the van, and then my husband started driving the Corolla. And it was lovely, and it was such a good car, and I was so proud of it, and it was so close to 300,000 miles, and I was so close to driving it for 20 years. And so when we got our van, I was very excited to get another Toyota. And when we started having issues with our van, I was really upset because we had not even hit that 10-year mark. We haven't even hit the 200,000 miles mark on the van yet. We started having these engine issues, and I was really, really upset about it because I was not ready. We had just paid it off, and I was not ready to have another almost $450 payment for a van. So we ended up replacing the engine. That's one of the reasons why we have the private loan, or the personal loan from our credit union. It was an $8,000 loan. Replacing the engine was a little over $8,000, but not by much. It was like $8,000 and like $5, whatever. And then right around that same time, my beautiful, lovely Corolla had decided that it was time for us to let it go. So that's why we have the CarMax loan for the Nissan Rogue, because we traded in the Corolla for the Rogue. And the Rogue is a 2016 as well, so it's almost 10 years old. It has less miles than our van does. We wanted something as close to under $15,000 as we could get, and we did. I think our Rogue was a little under $20,000. Excuse me. So anyway, why am I telling you about my van? I don't know. We had an oil change. I love the van. It's wonderful. I'm glad we still have it. All right. And then here is our budgeted $190 going to the emergency fund. And what that is, where that money came from, is because we've paid off that care credit card, and that's what the care credit card payment would have been. So that's going to start moving into our savings for the foreseeable future. So I would rather that move on to our next debt payment. That was the original plan. However, things are uncertain with my husband's job and with the new administration that's in office right now, and talks about cutting Medicaid and all this stuff. So we're just going to try to be safe than sorry. We're going to pay off the debt that we can with the budgeted money, but now this money that was supposed to go to debt when you're using the debt snowball method, but we're moving that to savings. So every month for the next foreseeable future, we will be adding $190 into savings, and a little, a couple little dollars here and there, just depending on how things look. So that's that. That's it for Thursday. Let's put these away. And I will tell you goodbye. Have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow for Friday. Bye. It's Friday. Yay. And the kids are back at school. Yay. Oh, man. Well, we had fun. Yesterday, we all needed to get out of the house, and so we decided, my chair. We decided we want to do kind of like a little art project as a family. So we went to Michael's and used some of that leftover grocery money we had from last week, and we decided to buy some canvases and some paints and some paintbrushes. So hopefully soon we will do that little family fun art project, and then I will show you what that looks like once we get them done finally. And so that was $49. I paid with the $50 bill, so I have $1. It was actually like $48.06 or something, and I kind of felt bad because the lady was like, "Do you have the 6 cents?" And I was like, "No, I don't carry change on me because I save it in my mason jar." And this $1 is gonna go in this book right here. Look at all those ones we get to throw into this book. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so there is that. And then in our checking account, we had, we ended right here with this dividend. That's the much money and interest my checking account earned at our bank account. Here is that purchase of those 3 fish that I got. That is, I'm counting that as a pet purchase, if I remember. Here it is. Because I bought new pets. I got three Rasporas. Those are a certain type of fish. I love them. They're so pretty, and I want to go back and get some more. Here is that $211, the payment we made from the debt binder. Using the debt binder money, it was $210 is how much I had the debt binder money for, and then the balance of the card was like $711.29 or something like that. So I was like, I can add $1.29 to that payment so that I can just be even $500. So left on that card is only $500. So that is so exciting. And then for some reason, Apple is crediting our account 64 cents. I have a feeling it's because the MLS package that we get from them, we're able to get it because we're T-Mobile customers. We're able to get it for free this year. I don't know. I don't know why, but here it is. They credited us 64 cents. I don't get it. I don't know. But it cleared the account, so there it is. So we have $686.19 left, and we are still waiting on the life insurance for my husband to come out and for myself. We're waiting on our private student loan to come out. We're waiting on the tithes our monthly tithes to our church, and then our furniture, our last furniture bill for the month to come out. So that's what we're waiting on. And there's still plenty of money left in the checking account for those things to come out. And yeah, that's it. So that'll be it. We're gonna have quite a busy weekend. My oldest kid was trying to set up a play date with some of his friends from school, but those parents are not texting me back. We have a birthday party to go to. My oldest son, Colin, is in Cub Scouts, and their blue and gold ceremony is this weekend, so we'll be going to that. Church is going to be busy as always, and yeah, that is about it. So I hope that you have a really great weekend. Why don't you, if you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you being here for the whole thing. I mean, who really cares about what I spend my money on? But let me know what you're doing this weekend. Just type that in there into the comments and let me know if you're doing anything exciting. All right, my friends, have a really lovely day, and I will see you next week. You'll see me on Tuesday with my very last savings challenge video. Bye.